The San Antonio Spurs are struggling. They've lost 6 games in a row as they try to close out that #1 seed in the Western Conference playoff race. Tim Duncan sporting an NBA green t-shirt during NBA's Green Week. First quarter, Tony Parker to the rack. Nice spin move there. No charge. Parker was just 2 of 11 from the field, but no worries. George Hill's got his back off the bench. 4 of 7 from deep, and San Antonio already up by 9. Same score, more from George Hill. Pulling up another 3. He was 2 of 2 from deep in the first quarter. He had 16 points in the opening quarter. San Antonio up by a dozen. Second quarter, Xavier Dowdell knocking down a J. He had 6 points off the bench, but check the score. 40-22 San Antonio. More from the Spurs. Matt Bonner, this isn't an outside three-pointer. This is old-fashioned stuff from Bonner, who had 16 points and 11 rebounds. Later, it's Gary Neal on the break off the dish from George Hill. Gary Neal pulling up and knocking that one down. He had 15 off the bench. The bench getting it done for the Spurs. They're up 48-24 at that point. More from George Hill. Outside, Pure's one at the second quarter buzzer. The Spurs, their bench scored 46 of the 70 points in the first half. Very impressive stuff from the bench. Aaron Brooks, well, he's playing off the bench today, actually starting in place of Steve Nash. Normally he's off the bench. Nash still down with the flu. Later, Manu Ginobili driving to the rack, slamming that one home. He had just 6 points, though. Again, today was about the bench for the San Antonio Spurs coming through. This is George Hill one more time. He had 29 points on the game. The Spurs up by 20. Then George Hill driving and kicking this time. Out to a starter. Yeah, Richard Jefferson open. He'll take that 3. The Spurs hit 15 out of 29 from deep. Their bench scored 73 of their 114 points. The Spurs get a much-needed win. They take down the Suns. Final score 114-97.